Coming up on this edition of The Rundown, we meet the Rider Pep Band. We find out more about how Rider is honoring veterans, and we will take a look back at Halloween on campus. All this and more coming up on this edition of The Rundown. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Jada Peterson. With the basketball season underway, the Rider University Pep Band is also coming into full swing. Reporter Corey Cook gave us the inside scoop on the band in preparation for this basketball season.
With the Rider basketball season underway, also comes the Rider Pep Band. I got to sit down with members of the Pep Band to talk about their growth and the season so far. Kaden is the assistant general manager, and I got her thoughts on the growth of the band so far.
And in a more comfortable space, and that was 28 people in the stands, and the stands were packed. But then we had an extra 12 people on the roster that came in later that day. So it went from 12 to 40 in 2 years, which I think is a great direction.
I also talked to a freshman, Elena, who is attending the band for the first time.
In high school, I was in marching band for 3 years. I wish it was 4, but it was a ton of fun. That's where I had all my friends. I love music. It's the thing I'm most passionate about. And when I heard there was a pep band, I was like, I literally have to join, and I did. And I do not regret it a bit.
The Pep Band has been performing for every men's and women's basketball game since the fall of 2017. They hope to be playing strong for many years to come. Reporting for The Rundown, I'm Corey Cook.
To learn more about the Pep Band, you can reach out on BroncNation at BroncNation.com. And to see and hear the Pep Band for yourself, you can check them out at any of our home basketball games. Last month, Cranberries reopened with a new look and students are buzzing about it. Reporter Dominic DeRosa caught up with students to get their opinions on the new restaurant.
Cranberries got a new renovation, and I got the chance to speak with a couple of Rider students about the new outlook to Cranberries and how they feel about it.
So my favorite place to eat right now is the pub, just because of the quality of food and the service that you get there. It's the only place on campus where you don't have to sit and wait around for your food. They'll actually bring it to you. And the food is actually of quality. You can get a nice burger there and some wings. And meal exchange works great with it too, because you don't have to pay your Bronc bucks either. So you get a good meal and not have to work for it.
I spoke to Ethan Lane, another Rider student, about what he likes about the pub.
I actually really like the pub. I think it's a lot nicer than it was last year. It's a lot more modern. I usually just get a cheeseburger or barbecue wings. Those are my favorite on the menu. And it's just really nice. It's got a bunch of TVs. And it just seems like a modern sports bar, which is really cool. I like that atmosphere.
I also got Ethan's take on what he doesn't like about the new Crans.
One thing I like about going to Crans is when I swipe into the kiosks, it's convenient and it's easy and it's pretty quick. You can just choose what you want and then you're just done and then you go pick up your order. But something that they lack that I miss about the old Crans is that you used to be able to just go up to somebody and kind of pick at what you want yourself, and you can basically choose how much you want of each food.
I also got Colin's perspective on how he feels about Crans.
I'm not in love with the new Crans. It seems it's very pleasing to look at. It's very nice. It's very modern. But I feel like they sacrificed aesthetic over convenience, because everything is, I don't know. I just don't like it. I like before going up, get my burger whenever I so choose at 2 a.m.
I also asked if he was excited for the upcoming Wendy's.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little excited because I just love Wendy's. I mean, it's no Burger King. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I hope they have kids meals, like the toys, because I can't help myself.
So what are you waiting for? Grab a bite to eat now at the newly renovated Cranberries.
If you want to check out Cranberries for yourself, visit riderdining.com for the hours of operation and check out rider.edu for more of Rider's dining and meal plans. Plant a flag to honor a veteran will be the saying at Rider University from November 2nd to the 7th as we celebrate Veterans Day through a week-long event out on the campus mall. Rider students will be encouraged to come to the campus mall to plant a flag to honor the veterans in their lives. Zane Burney has more on this story.
For 7 years now, we've been doing a program called Plant a Flag to honor a veteran. What that program is we have a large outline, as you can see here, of a Rider R, and we ask the student body, staff, and faculty and alumni to come out and fill in the outline with all these flags that you see. We're planting flags inside this outline of the Rider R. to honor the veterans in your life, your family, your friends. Take a few minutes. Plant a flag to honor veterans.
For more information about Plant a Flag, contact Rider Veterans and Military Affairs Office at vets@rider.edu.
Rider University invited children from the local community to come participate in games, a haunted house, and for some trick-or-treating on campus. I have more on the story. Trick or treat! Rider University is hosting its annual event, Monster Mash. Rider students volunteered to help set up games, hand out pizza, and take the kids trick-or-treating on the offices around campus. I met with Joan Liptrot, director of Rider's Bonner program, to get more info about the event.
Monster Mash is kind of like a Halloween party for children from the local community and that are from after-school programs that we work with through our Bonner program. It's also an opportunity for our Rider students to have some Halloween fun as well. They trick-or-treat through the offices at the BLC and in the basement of the library. So the staff that works at Rider is always really excited to share Halloween with some of our local children as well.
Students outside the Bonner program are also able to participate and can for many other community service events on campus. I spoke with a student volunteer to ask how that process works.
It's easy to volunteer for an event. Go on to Bronx Nation, search for the event, and fill out the form.
Make a stop at the DeFi haunted house, and the ladies there are really wonderful in doing a special Monsters Be Nice version where they just give out candy instead of scaring the kids.
Rider's sorority house, Delta Phi Epsilon, set up their annual haunted house, and those who were brave enough were taken through. There was also a non-scary option for kids where the monsters just handed out candy. The SRC courts were transformed into a Halloween wonderland with games, candy, and prizes. After trick-or-treating, the children were taken back to the SRC to participate in the games and eat before they were taken back to their after-school programs. If you're interested in participating in service events on campus, visit BronxNation.com. Susan L. Taylor, Editor-in-Chief Emeritus of Essence Magazine, will be visiting Rider University on November 7th for an event titled Pioneering Voices in Media, where she will share her experience in the media industry. News reporter Kaylee Ettinger has more on this upcoming event.
Many students on campus are excited to attend this event. I interviewed Danielle Jackson, a student of Rider University, who will be on stage with Susan L. Taylor to interview her.
Taylor is going to be discussing basically her journey from, because she was the editor-in-chief of Essence Magazine, which was a monumental magazine, especially within the African American community. So her journey from being the editor-in-chief and even her time before that to where she is now as the CEO of the CARES mentoring program, in which it helps youth in poverty and gives them a mentor and people to help bring them out, that situation. She was given some of the best awards in the magazine industry, equivalent to Oscars in terms of her work. And then she's also done the Essence Music Festival.
Susan L. Taylor is inspiring to many of us. Her determination to follow her dreams and her leadership to help others is outstanding.
I'm very excited, a little bit nervous, but very excited because she's just a really cool person, and it's an honor to be able to talk to her like that.
Make sure to come out to this remarkable event to hear about Susan L. Taylor's impact in the media industry and her desire to make a positive impact on the world.
The event will take place on November 7th at 11:30 a.m. in the Kavala Room. It's open to the public and all members of the campus community are welcome to attend. Last weekend, families gathered on campus for the 20th Annual Family Weekend. Jada Peterson takes a look back at this year's festivities.
Rider University's homecoming and family weekend was a success. Families came out to support and participate in the fun-filled activities. They had many events including the tailgate, family feud, bingo, and the kickoff and dailies. I got a chance to talk to Allie, coordinator for most of the family weekend events.
Absolutely. I enjoyed the tailgate so much today. That was so much fun to get to see something that we've talked about for years come into play. And then also the Bronx Bingo that we had. This is the 8th Bronx Bingo / designer bingo that I've coordinated, and it was really awesome to be able to see this happen. We had over 300 people attend this year, so that was a lot of fun.
The Rider Bingo was fun for all families. People had fun winning prizes and had an overall great bonding experience. I got a chance to catch up with the Zanetti family who was having a blast at Bingo.
We absolutely love it. We had so much fun. I didn't do bingo yet, but I want to win. I want that coach bag right over there. Got my eye on it.
People came from all over to participate at the Rider Tailgate. They came with their Rider pride, and the first 500 people got free t-shirts. Rider student Symir Nobles had a great time eating and enjoying the music.
Family Bingo was great. My favorite event that I went to was definitely the tailgate. It was a great time. The music was fun. The food was amazing, and yeah, it was a great time.
Overall, Homecoming and Family Weekend is a Rider tradition not to be missed. This event is for all ages and everyone should come out next year.
Well, that brings us to the end of this week's show. Thanks for watching.